Yo, how's everyone doing? Welcome back for some more Forza Horizon 3. Today I'm sharing with you the 1986 MG Metro Horizon Edition, and this is a drift skills boost rally monster, and I have to say this car can be fun to drive, but believe it or not, it is one of my least favorite Horizon Edition vehicles to this point, and I'm going to talk about why, but I'm going to give a very honest and straightforward review of this car and tell you what I think about it. But there's a lot of things that just make it very frustrating to drive and very inconsistent, and although I'm not a huge fan of the car, I'm still going to tell you what the positives of the car are, because there certainly are positives. There are good things about the car, and the first thing is definitely the launch. This thing has a very good launch, really shoots off the line, and that's probably definitely because of the all-wheel drive, which pretty much every all-wheel drive car has a pretty good launch, and it also has really good acceleration. But the thing is, it has no top end, and I mean, this car, it doesn't weigh like anything, and I think that's the main thing about the car, is that it doesn't weigh much, and that's going to tie into a lot of the negatives. But the car doesn't have much top speed because it doesn't have much of a motor in it. I mean, how many cars do you know that are S1 900 class but only make 410 horsepower and 270 torque? I mean, this thing's very unique. I mean, the thing is absolutely hideous. I mean, personally, this is one of the ugliest cars that I now own in my garage, and I'm sure there's some people out there that like it, but I cannot stand the way this thing looks. And on top of that, the car sounds awful. I mean, I'm not even sure how to describe it or what to compare it to. I'm not even going to try to, but I cannot stand the way this thing sounds either. But even though those few little negatives there with the top speed and all that, the thing that kind of makes up for it is that it has pretty good overall handling, and it's kind of like it has good handling, but it also doesn't. I'm going to explain what I mean by that. And the thing turns really quick. It turns really sharp, but being a drift skills boost car, it turns a little bit too much sometimes, and many times I like barely even try to turn, and it just spins out a little bit. And also the main thing though, you only want to race this thing on flat dirt road surfaces, because again, long straightaways on the freeways, and also any type of off-road bumpy surface is just awful for this car, because on the highways it has no top end. And for some reason, I think it's because of the weight of the car, if you're on a bumpy off-road terrain, this thing literally hops like a bunny rabbit, goes left and right, and it's just like impossible to control, and it's just like gets so frustrating sometimes. I've played with this thing on so many different types of races, and I really could not find any race that I really had like a lot of fun driving it, because it's just so difficult to control the thing sometimes. And maybe it's just me, maybe I just suck at using this car, but this is the first car that I've just had like a really difficult time using. But I mean, obviously this vehicle is a rally monster, so just flat dirt roads is the best way to use it. It's very effective there, and yes, sometimes it gets a little bit weird when you go around turns, because it's kind of tuned, I guess, towards drifting. I mean, this thing definitely can drift. I mean, as long as you're good at controlling it, you can definitely drift a lot in this car, and I think that's really the main thing that this was tuned for from the Forza team. But you know, I always like to try and race these things, and you definitely want to stick to like anything that's just a flat dirt road surface, because most other things you'll probably get frustrated like I did. But I really hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all again very soon. Peace out.